Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 6th through the 12th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is setting the intention for the next 7 days. However, you might see this video a few weeks from now, a few months from now, a year from now. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. So keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Therefore, not every single message will resonate. Take what does, leave what doesn't. And as always, you may need a private reading. Alrighty, my dear Cancer friends, without further ado, let's go ahead and see what's coming up here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to move you all just a tad bit closer. And so the card that we have coming up here first is the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is actually a really positive card for me in my reading. Sometimes it could even be something is happening and you feel very overwhelmed, like you feel almost like this is too good to be true. Is this really happening? It could be a very joyous, positive thing. Now, with the Seven of Cups also, there could be here a time where before you were feeling very stuck because you felt like there were no choices, you felt like there were no options. When the Seven of Cups comes up, now you're feeling stuck for a different reason. Now you've broken out of the limited thinking and you see there's actually several solutions, there's several doors, there's several things you could be doing, and now you feel stuck because you're like, well, before I thought there were no choices, and now I'm stuck because there's too many choices, and I don't know what to do. A lot of the times it's because we're scared we're going to make the wrong choice. But if you can sit down and kind of reflect here and imagine it in your mind, you'll be able to figure out which ones make you the happiest, and then you can go and you can do your research here on how to make it happen, and now you have a good solid plan for the next few years, and you're the opposite of stuck. Now you're really getting moving. So there could be a lot of movement coming in for Cancer as you're breaking out of unlimited thinking and you're beginning to see options that before you were like, I didn't even think of this. The next card that's coming up for Cancer is the King of Cups. This is you in your beautiful water sign energy, King of Cups, right? Cancer is represented here by water and by the King of Cups. Now, if you would look here and pay attention, so far our first two cards are cup cards. So you're in your element this week. You're in the element of water. You may be in your feelings. You may be in your emotions. And you may be getting control of your emotions, organizing your emotions, getting some emotional clarity here. Now, the King of Cups, because so many people watch Tarot for Love and Romance, King of Cups gets typecast as a marriage card, as like husband, baby daddy, and that can be the case for some of you. Maybe you're stepping into the role of husband or baby daddy. Maybe you're manifesting a husband or a baby daddy. That can be the case for some of you. However, in the weekly forecasts, I like to focus on how these cards apply to you and your journey. I want it to be about you and less about other people or the involvement of other people. And so the characteristics and qualities of the King of Cups is someone who is very creative, very successful, very nurturing, and somebody who in my readings, in my experience, this is like you're coming into the energy where you can be generous, but you're not going to be taken advantage of. You're not going to be anybody's fool. The King of Cups makes me think of the generous but still somewhat strict parent, right? The kid might say, oh, please, 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 let me borrow the car this Friday. I want to go out on a date. I want to go out with my friends, whatever. And the parent will say, okay, fine. You can go out on that date or go to the party. You can take the car. But here's a list of chores. I want all this stuff done around the house before Friday. I want to see a good grade on the test you have coming up this week. I want to see the car when you bring it back to me. It's going to be clean. I'm not going to see any trash in the car. You're going to wash it. You're going to put gas back in the tank. And then you're going to give me the keys, right? So there's like these expectations. You will have benefits, right? I will do nice things for you, but there's certain expectations. And it's not expectations in terms of tit for tat or keeping score, but it's common respect. And so, Cancer, some of you may be coming out of this cycle of being generous or helping other people, and they disrespect you, or they don't repay in any kind of way. Now, don't get me wrong. We don't do nice things because we're demanding things back. But in terms of relationships and dealing with people, anytime we're in a situation with someone where we keep giving and they keep taking, sooner or later we're going to run out of gas. They got to put something back in. And so some of you are done with that disrespect. Some of you are done with running out of gas. And so there's this sense here in terms of like, these are the expectations. You don't just get to treat me any old kind of way. You don't just get to talk to me any old kind of way. You know, I'm doing something kind for you. I'm doing something nice for you. And a little appreciation could go a long way. So when I see the King of Cups, a lot of the times there's this kind of a shift, you know, like you're finding your backbone. You're still a nice person. You're still a generous person. You're still a giving person. You're still loving, but you have a backbone and you're using it. The next card that's coming up for Cancer is the Two of Wands. This can be partnerships. Some of you may be coming into a business partnership. You may be coming into a personal partnership. Two of Wands also comes up when we maybe are being given an offer or we're trying to make a choice. And the Two of Wands says, weigh the options carefully. Do your research, do your homework, and ask yourself, what am I getting out of this? And what is it going to cost me in terms of time, effort, energy, commitment, finances? What am I giving and what am I getting? Right? With this Two of Wands. Two of Wands also sometimes comes up for me in a reading when somebody is making you an offer because they know how much they're going to benefit from having you around or having you involved, and you have no idea. And they might know you have no idea, so they may be lowballing you kind of. So this is an opportunity for you to do your research, and you can come back and you can say, well, this is the going rate. This is a fair fee, right? Do your research. Know what you're bringing to the table. Somebody who maybe is making you an offer, really, really, really ask questions and make sure you're on the same page. I've given this example before. You know, somebody might say that, you know, you can come stay with them and you don't have to pay rent. Just help out around the house a little bit here and there. Maybe help out with the kids a little bit. And, you know, you can, you know, just rest and, you know, heal from your divorce or find yourself or whatever it might be. Ask questions. Ask questions, because you might go into that situation thinking that you're just going to, you know, cook dinner a few times a week. Maybe you'll do some vacuuming, some dusting. Maybe you'll, you know, pick the kids up from school once in a while. And the next thing you know, you get there and it's like just constant around the clock stuff. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't think I was going to be 24/7 on call. They're like, oh, the roof is leaking. Can you go up and fix the roof? And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Right? Like, that's out of my scope of abilities or services. So ask questions. What does that mean to you? How many hours a week are we talking? What kinds of things am I going to be helping with? Here's like certain things that I'm not comfortable doing. Here's hours that I'm not going to be available. Make sure that these things are discussed so you don't go into like a situation of miscommunication and chaos. That's how we end up being disappointed. So if we can be clear going in, then we're both on the same page and we're not going to be disappointed moving forward. Okay? Ask questions, be specific, define the terms. Don't just assume that what something means to you means the same thing to the other person. Define those things. The next card that's coming up here for you all, Cancer, is the Queen of Cups. Look at this. This could be a fellow water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Now, with this Queen of Cups here and the King of Cups here, there could be something here, especially with the Two of Wands, where some of you are balancing your masculine and feminine energies. You're balancing that give and take, right? And maybe even you're balancing your masculine and feminine energies in terms of like how people are seeing you or how you're putting yourself out in the world, as far as how people will perceive certain behaviors to be masculine and certain behaviors to be feminine. Some of you may be calling those into balance within yourself. You know, maybe you're a female who oftentimes gets accused or told that you're very masculine, and maybe that bothers you, but you don't want to be completely and totally like stereotypically helpless damsel in distress either. And so you might be trying to find a balance, and you may be finding that balance. Or maybe you're a male and you identify as male and people tell you you're a little effeminate. Maybe that bothers you. Maybe you're balancing it out and you're finding a nice little balance here that you're comfortable with. Or you might say, to heck with it, yeah, I'm an effeminate male. To heck with it, yeah, I'm a masculine female, and I'm okay with that. But there might be something here in terms of like finding the balance that works for you, or finding where you're comfortable with your behaviors and your gender. There could be some kind of thing like this happening for some of you. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups can also be the masculine and feminine coming together in terms of partnership, in terms of relationship, in terms of it could be marriage, it could be business, but there could also be a real soulmate connection here, or somebody who like has the same like love language, or has the same understanding or priorities or principles or ethics or work ethic. So there could be a really beautiful team coming together, or partnership coming here together. Now, obviously in the weekly forecast, I don't focus on love and romance. This could be love and romance for those of you that are inclined, but it doesn't have to be. If you're wanting to know more about love and romance, you can check out the June love readings that are linked in the description of the video. If you would like a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I don't know, it was kind of like short and sweet here this week, Cancer, so you may want to check out your moon, sun, and your rising sign. Maybe that's going to add a little extra information for you, a little bit more personalized based on your other placements. And don't forget, every single day I've been pulling a daily message, doing a daily card here for everybody that a lot of people have been finding helpful. So if you feel so inclined to start your day off with a daily message, a card of the day, be sure to tune in for those videos as well, and hopefully those will be helpful for you too. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Be well, my dears.